remember right, there's really not that much left to do. So
It's just honestly the main bulk is just going to be cutscenes.
it really is. But I mean, gameplay wise, what we've got the whole shooting session with Snake and Ryder.
Well, we've also got to sneak through Arsenal's guts naked.
Oh yeah, we've got to do that too. And we've got to take on the massive armada of Rays. And after that, it's a load more cutscenes and then the final boss. Yeah.
Solidus, yeah. So in terms of gameplay, there's not a lot left to do.
Nah.
I need you to be hyper vigilant for
Make sure no
bots.
bosses. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was bullshit what happened last time.
Yeah. I've never seen that many shots at once.
And I hate what they're like. What's happening now?
Hmm.
I need to like have an automatic ban set up for anybody who uses that exact phrase. So
fucking booster seat for my own sofa.
so when like a bot comes in, I want to copy that their exact thing. Like, do you want to become famous?
Yeah.
Because they put like spaces in between like their link, so a link doesn't get force them out. So I need to copy whatever the thing that is that they say, and then set up an automatic delete ban for
Yeah.
anything that tries to say that.
That instantly just gets banned without having to worry about it.
Yeah. Ugh. So in terms of E3, like what's happening that because we got Capcom. Well, did you?
Oh
Oh yeah, I actually should also say something else. Did you see all the footage that they showed off Sonic Colors Ultimate?
saw that they posted some gameplay for Asteroid Coaster. I haven't watched it because I'm still debating whether or not I want to just. I mean, I know I've played the game before, but I'm just debating whether or not I want to experience it firsthand and see the changes in HD because I'm replaying Colors again at the minute.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it'll be pretty obvious, the graphical changes that they'll add. But
They're
I don't know.
also adding a bunch of other little things like I saw a screenshot where there was a coin that looked like a big medal, like unleashed. So I don't know what that is meant to mean, but
Okay.
that's
I saw some
something.
stuff where it's like they had Tails in the gameplay with you, like he was carrying you like the old days. So I don't know what that's about.
Oh, multiplayer maybe.
That would be cool.
Like my only thought of what those like little metal things are meant to be is, it's probably like you know the biggest dream you could hope for is if you collect enough of them, you actually unlock day stages from Unleashed. That'd be
That
lovely.
would be that would be really nice.
They won't do it, but
No,
it's probably going to be
too much,
something else. But
too much effort. But
I
yeah,
did hear a thing from the asteroid coaster thing. The homing attack is slightly different. So yes, you can jump and just straight away do a homing attack, but if you go to do a homing attack and then there's like a little ring reticle, and if you time the like actual homing attack like button press after jumping at a specific point, um,
yeah.
you get a rainbow homing attack, which scores you some stuff. I guess we haven't heard much else other than it will do stuff. Oh, thanks, Chris, for the
Oh,
subscription.
nice.
You get access to the Discord already, which you have because you're a Patreon guy. But you're also able to spam as many emotes as you want. One of my face, one of. Well, actually, hold on, I forget how that works. Because I think you can just get Chi as the first emote. But yeah. Yes.
She and one of them.
Yeah, spam that Chi emote. P. Oh, God. Ah! Wait, no, that's. Screwed you.
Pen is. Pen is. My pen is where?
Pen 15. But yeah, thanks for the subscription, Chris. That's my brother, by
Yeah,
the way.
thanks, bro. No, yeah, I know.
You called my brother, bro.
I call everybody bro. Can he be my bro? I don't have a brother.
Sucks to be you.
That sounds like
What's a Jedi's favorite car? A Force Focus. That's a bad joke, but I don't care.
something really fucking obvious that I'm gonna slap myself.
A toy Yoda. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. Moving on then.
That's a banger. I like that.
I mean, Chris, if you make a Discord, Alexa told you it.
Alexa told me to do it.
Yeah. Alexa told me to do it. But yeah, Chris, if you make a Discord, you can join the Discord server that we're a part of, and you can also hop in here if you want, because one, you're my brother, and two, you got me into Metal Gear, so you probably have a lot of things to say about Metal Gear Solid 2, considering. Didn't you say this was like your favorite one or something? I can't remember. You have a lot.
I think you said that it's like his favorite or something.
Well, I know. Well, he loves Metal Gear Solid 1. Appreciated. I'm cooking at the moment. I don't care.
I mean, I've always wanted to like properly talk to your brother. Every time, like the only times I've really met him are when it's been at like your birthday parties. But I've never had the chance to like really speak to him. But yeah, you seem like a cool guy, Chris.
Nah, he sucks.
Well, you have to say that because he's your brother. But
yeah. And 2 or 3 are tied. I still disagree with what you say about 3. It's no. Yeah, I know you don't like 5 that much. I mean, recently, I've said this before. I recently beat 5 again on Steam. Done literally fucking everything that game has to offer now, because God forbid they finished that game, but whatever.
Guess we'll have to make our own.
Well, Chris, if you're happy to do it, could you share the stream around? Because that's currently what I'm doing.
That's always helpful.
Play Akari Warriors next. No.
Dude, I would happily sit down and play Akari Warriors with you.
Well, one thing I really, really want to do is
destroy the A and B buttons.
Yes, other than that, is I want to get like that lap arcade machine thing that we had that you can get with the joysticks and the actual arcade buttons, and specifically get a ROM for Turtles in Time, purely because we went into that charity shop and we played like a shitload of Turtles in Time, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I went back there recently and I was disappointed to see that it was gone. I mean, it's been a few years, so
yeah, it's been a couple of years, so I'm guessing that sold. I wouldn't be surprised if it sold very quickly after that. But hey, Silence, yeah.
Yeah, hey, Silence, how's it going, buddy? But yeah, no, I know exactly. Yeah, like the ones that they released for Mortal Kombat 2011.
Yeah,
that would be awesome. We should try and beat fucking Battletoads or something.
Oh God, dude, I don't think I could do it. I honestly do not think I could beat Battletoads.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that.
Need to give Mortal Kombat 11 a try. I want to start with 10 though, or 10 Ultimate.
You start with Mortal Kombat 9, which is actually still my favorite. Then
2011, right?
Then you go to Mortal Kombat 10, and then you go to 11.
Yeah, I'll do that then. I know 10 is on Game Pass. That's how I was going to play it. I have to see if 9 is on there, but yeah.
Yeah, 9 was the PS3 one.
Yeah, that was the one which they just titled as just Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah, it was basically a reboot to the series, which is good. And then there's a bunch of references, like right after you beat Shao Kahn for the first time in the tournament, Quan Chi says, "We have to stop this deadly alliance," and I was like, "Ah, see, you did that." It was a horrible fucking game. T2 conference was a fucking horrendous. I What's T2 conference? I don't know.
Take-Two.
No. Oh, right. E3. Yeah. Do you want to fill me in? Because I don't watch any E3 after the Xbox Square Enix. Well, actually, after the Square Enix one, which was also dog shit. By the way, people have analyzed those uh, pixel things from the Final Fantasy remasters they're doing for Steam and mobile games. Yeah, apparently they look slightly worse. Yeah, so it's better. I said it's just gonna be a fucking emulator, so just play it however you want. It was worse than Square. Well, to be fair, Ubisoft was fucking way worse than. Well, that's not saying much, but Ubisoft has always been dog shit for every E3.
Yeah, like there was stuff in there I wish they talk about. There wasn't anything on 16, whatever. But
Of course there isn't. But
you know, the new
hey,
Life is Strange game actually looks pretty good. It's the first one in the series I've actually been interested in since the original, which I fucking love.
but can we talk about the fucking really bad looking uh Origin game? Oh boy, where it's just a dude called Jack wearing a fucking t-shirt with a big sword, and his one goal is to kill Chaos from Final Fantasy One. Like, oh my god.
50 fucking times, yeah.
Uh, but here's the thing: the writing doesn't look that good. The
No.
ideas behind it don't seem that great. Like, I love the.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I would have loved the premise of like a prequel to one and stuff.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Well, because that's what it is. But
yeah,
I don't fucking care.
Everything else is kind of
And not only that though, like the studio behind it is, well, yes, it's like Team Ninja, which is fucking fine. It's apparently the same guys behind Dissidia, and unfortunately, I don't really like the Dissidia games. Oh yeah.
Give Dissidia a try, but
Oh yeah. I should not forget the fact that they released the demo on the night, and the files are corrupted, so nobody can play it. Good job, Square. As in, there was nothing announced, no updates on any projects, nothing but talking about social issues in a game conference. Oh dear. I mean, social issues are an important thing to talk about, but not there. I guess it's difficult because it could fall under these issues are always important to talk about, which, to be fair, they are. But that's not what people are tuning in for, and that is a very quick way to make people turn it off and go away in a game conference. Yeah.
I mean, what else was there? I mean, the Guardians game. Like, I need to watch back the stuff for that. They've said. I mean, I saw something saying that there's no not a lot live service or anything, but
that frame rate though. I know it's a few months away, but God, you could really improve on the frame rate a bit. I'm not sure if that was compression for the stream or whatnot, but oh boy, that frame rate didn't look good.
For the Avengers game, I don't care. Like,
yeah, I hate how much time they spent on like the fucking shit with a Marvel. Like, nobody cares about your games. It was terrible. It was terrible. No one liked it. And like the moment they started talking about fucking Final Fantasy, it was 2 seconds and they fucked off.
Yeah, and then right at the end of it, it's like the game's coming up, and they showed off all the stuff that I wanted them to talk about.
Yeah,
well, they showed off 16. They showed off 16 there, but it's like they didn't talk about it like at any point.
Like, to be fair, I understand the whole reasoning behind like the 16 delays and stuff. It's because Endwalker for Final Fantasy 14 is coming out, and the guys behind 14 are the ones working on 16, which I am fucking all for. I love everything that I've heard. Here's the thing. I know that the pandemic greatly fucking slowed down everything to do with 14's development and what was coming up next, especially with one of the guys also having cancer as well. So
Yeah.
there was a lot going on. So the moment Endwalker's done and optimized, then they're gonna probably get started on 16.
Yeah. Or get back to it if they had anything, outside of the CG trailers, but yeah.
Why did you say Cyberpunk, Chris? That game's been out for ages, and you mean uh, everybody knows how much of a train wreck that game was. Also, Jesse said he would be here in a minute, so that's good.
Awesome.
But yeah, we've got Capcom at 10:30. The thing is, though, we kind of know what they're talking about because 2078. What, have they confirmed that? Because that, or did you fuck up twice? Because that sounds like something you would do. Objectively, scientifically, and philosophically worst conference of E3. Someone said for Nathan's thing, sorry, but Take-Two's E3 presentation is just proof they're out of touch. What people want is GTA 6 Bully 2, LA Noire 2, and what we get was a Zoom meeting. Hey, Chris, do not insult my audience.
The day GTA 6 gets announced, they'll probably have the Elder Scrolls 6 formula where they'll just show 20 seconds of, I don't know, the city that it's gonna be in, and then we won't hear anything else, and they'll port GTA 5 5 more times before they get started on the game.
Oh, you mean me? Right, okay. You can insult me all you want, because I know that. So silence, don't worry about that.
You never call me a fanny.
Tom, you're a fanny.
Oh.
But yeah.
You called me a fanny, boys. Let's wrap it up. We can go home now.
Whoa. Tell us how you really feel, Silence. You mean LA Noire sequel game Horror of the Orient? What the hell? I don't know what that is. The one that never came out? What? This is news to me.
That's probably why we've never heard of it, because it never came out.
Yeah. Also, Horror of the Orient is not the best subtitle if you're trying to sell a game. That was a real thing. That's fair enough. But yeah, for the Capcom thing that's happening at 10:30, we know they're talking about 4 existing games that we kind of know. 2 of them are Monster Hunter related. One is more stuff on Resident Evil Village, which is out. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. And then it's something else.
Home shot here, but they might officially announce the 4 remake, which doesn't need to happen, but whatever.
Ugh. Well, here's the thing. 8 was basically 4.5 again, you know?
Yeah, it had basically the same, set pieces, so...
Set pieces and, honestly, some structure.
It's 4 in first person,
Metal Gear 1 remake. I hope you mean Metal Gear 1 that was on the MSX, because Metal Gear Solid 1 does not need it.
Did Konami even have a press conference?
No, they don't, because it's fucking Konami and they don't do anything anymore. Because fucking Yu-Gi-Oh and card sales and arcade sales from Pachinko in Japan, that is what gives them all their money. And they're like, yeah, we don't really need to focus on anything else.
I legit always forget that they own Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
What I really want is the Code Veronica remake, but...
Yes. A Code Veronica remake of... Code Veronica remake for Resident Evil would be so fucking good.
Yeah.
Because out of all the games that need, Resident Evil that needs a remake, it's Code Veronica. Because my god, that game.
I still want to play it for myself, to get my own opinion with it. I want to get I want to buy a Dreamcast Dreamcast copy and just see what I think.
Yeah. Silence. If you wanted to share the link, you can always send it to us on our Twitter if you want, or just post it on our Twitter wall.
Yeah, just tag Kieran in at @1upcoms. Well, _. Well, it says it right there on the screen anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
I'm sorry, did I stutter?
They've already said they won't be at E3, but have big projects in the pipeline. Well, we'll see what happens when they say it, but at this point,
Pachinko.
I just don't trust anything Konami say. I just don't. But
Curious, how much is a copy of Code Veronica going for these days anyway?
Original one might. I'm not sure. Long story short, the game got cancelled. I figured as much.
The original Dreamcast is probably gonna. Code Veronica X is not bad. Let's see. Hang on. Code Veronica Dreamcast. That's the case only. All right.
Yeah, the original Dreamcast is probably going to be the most expensive copy of that game, but even so, it's on PS4 digitally now. Well, it's been there for a while actually.
I mainly just want to get a the Dreamcast version, just so I have another Dreamcast game in the library because I don't have that many.
Well, we had a Dreamcast for a while. We only had 2 games for it, I believe. It was the Toy Story 2, and it was ECW wrestling game. And then we kind of just lost the wires, or we switched from aerial, which stopped the wires from working. I forget that whole thing. Chris probably knows better than me. But yeah, we didn't.
3 on Dreamcast is fucking expensive though.
I'm sure it had nothing to do with Brendan McNamara being Oh yeah, the guy behind L.A. Noire. I feel so bad for the team that worked on that game. Because the game was great, it's just they were being fucking like screwed over big time. And Ubisoft is still doing those kinds of practices, and ignoring it.
That's not bad. Someone's just done a new listing for Code Veronica on here for 15.
Oh, cool. No, we got the N64 at the same time and thought it was Dreamcast was poo in comparison. Fair enough.
One of those massive, like, where the stick has been, it's been pulled off and that, like, residue's been left behind.
Yeah.
One of those massive things, and I'm like...
Like, under the bottom of, like, teacups and stuff.
Yeah.
I hate that. But that's probably a fair bet, even though we never, like, ended up playing, like, Sonic Adventure early. The Dreamcast was fated for bad things in the end.
It's such an underrated system though. Like, it was way ahead of its time.
That's fair. It's just they could have gone about it better, and that was its problem.
Like, Sega's like a console developer were already, in trouble with the Saturn.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, we're announcing a console today. Hey, and guess what? It's out today. Surprise to all the fucking people we did not tell.
It's like $600. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. I'll just get this Atari Jaguar. That's a good idea. Oh boy, the TurboGrafx 16.
Everybody's gonna play this. Actually, I did download a Saturn emulator because there is a bunch of games on there that I want to play, like Panzer Dragoon, and Burning Rangers. Like, it looks like it had some really decent titles,
Well, they did make a Panzer Dragoon remake, but it's Panzer Dragoon Saga is the big one, because that's like, I wouldn't be surprised. It's like a grand now.
Yeah, I want to be able to play it without breaking my wallet.
Here's the thing, Chris. I know, like, you got the Super Console X, which is just a big emulated thing situation, but I downloaded a bunch of emulators onto my PC, and that was free.
It is always cool when you do have a physical copy, you know, and you're playing it the original way, but
But he bought the Super Console X, which is just a console emulator thing. I mean, it's fair. You do you. Who cares? But like, you could do it for free.
Gary.
That's my other brother.
Oh, okay. Oh, Symphony of the Night, Gary. All right.
What? Oh, right. I was very fucking confused about what you meant there. Oh. I was like, what? There was no one called Gary. There was no one called Gary in fucking Symphony of the Night. Oh. But yes, that's the Gary.
I would have paid for like half a Symphony of the Night.
I paid him back.
You're a good egg like that. Is it 9:30 already? Jesus.
Yeah, it's already 9:30. Also, holy fuck, it's getting hotter and hotter. I swear it is. Because it's been like a consistent 22 degrees.
Yeah.
But like starting I think it was yesterday. What?
She used the. She used the hole punch to.
Okay. She's looking at bad piercing videos. What was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought with that. I thought she hurt herself. Chris, I'm sharing the stream. I'm getting to the game very soon.
Yeah, Chris, this is how most of our streams go. We usually spend like half an hour sharing the streams around, and then, yeah.
Because how else am I going to reach an audience? It's no good playing a game to no one, you know?
Yeah.
I'm nearly done, so don't you worry about that.
I want you to be done now.
I want it to be done.
What in God's name is that?
I have feelings.
But yeah, we've talked about basically everything else at E3 that related, apart from Nintendo. The only like thing that might be able to save the entire fucking thing.
Yeah. Exactly. Which at the minute, you know, I'm going in blind for Nintendo's one. I don't really have any like.
Well, we don't.
I absolutely want to see this. You know.
We don't really have any other like ideas of what's gonna happen, do we?
I mean, we're gonna get another Smash character. You know, that's for certain. But
yeah, that's basically a given for every single one of these things. They've done that
the last few E3s that we've had, so that's a given. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I would love some news, like anything about Metroid Prime 4, whatever they have, even if it is just hey, we're working on it. It's not done yet, but it's getting there.
They will not do it. Cracks. Saying Crash in Smash is like ass.
I would fucking love Crash in Smash.
So would I.
Like him, Dr. Eggman, and Conker are like 3 of the big ones that I want.
It's well, you saying Conker, it's definitely absolutely not gonna happen.
I know it wouldn't, but it's just I thought in my head like I've got like a really good idea of what his final smash would be if he was in the game. Because like there's this part at the end of the game where they recreate like a bit from the Matrix.
Yeah,
where
I know.
he brings up the massive gun wall and everything. I can imagine that being his final smash, and just he unloads a barrel of bullets on everybody. Non-violently, obviously.
Non-violently, obviously.
Non-violently shoots everybody.
Okay, we're about to finish up and get started. Because Facebook's dumb and stops me from sharing it to people.
Also, I said classic Sonic would be nice, but to be honest, like I can't really think of a different moveset from Sonic.
Eggman.
So
Give me Eggman in Smash.
Yeah, Eggman is a definite yes, please.
Alright.
He hasn't fallen to the same fate as Knuckles or Shadow as an assist trophy, so let's hope for him.
Limited Run Games are currently doing that thing right now. That's nice. Alright. Let's get started, shall we?
Let's do it. I guess the other thing I would like would be if they were to say, hey, we're working on the next big 3D Mario game. You know, it's weird to think about it. It's been nearly 4 years since Odyssey. So
that is bizarre to me. Now that you said that.
Yeah. Because you think about it, it's been about the exact same amount of time between when 3D World came out and when they first announced Odyssey, when they announced the Switch. So, you know, we're getting there. I feel like they must be working on something big for Mario.
I think their main focus right now would be probably Breath of the Wild 2, right?
Yeah, I mean, but they're separate development teams, I think.
That's true.
Yeah.
I know that they might do it, but then again,
it'd be cool.
I'm not sure.
You've got like the Zelda team, which is led by Anuma, and you've got the Mario team, which is led by Koizumi. But yeah.
We should be finishing tonight, by the way.
Yeah, as we said earlier, it's mainly just going to be story. There's not that much gameplay left, but there was a time I'd go back and I'd watch like the final, you know, the big reveal cutscene at the end of it with Ocelot when he, you know, reveals everything. I'd go back and watch that a lot just because of how awesome it was. So after a while, it didn't feel like, you know, over 20 minutes.
I just like the fake out at the end as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you remember the end of last stream, we just got our face fucked up by a electric sword from Olga, who was actually the cyborg ninja. Ooh, but yeah.
It amounted a lot to the story, but yeah.
Well, it does make sense in the long term, but
yeah, I mean,
Snake seemingly betrayed us, well, which is obviously not.
I don't recall ever saying I was on yours. Right, I'm on your side.
Yeah, 'cause if you shoot him when you meet him as Pliskin, he goes, like, Raiden, I'm on your side. And then, like, he fucking totally lies when he says, I don't recall ever saying I was on yours. That's, well, you know that's a load of bullshit, Snake.
And we get the same angle as when Snake woke up on the revolving table from the first game.
Well, that's on purpose, because look, if you look at the model, it's actually liquid, because it's a flashback thing.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, I forget, like, if you hold down, like, the shoulder buttons or something, like, your health doesn't go down for this. I could be wrong. Also, I hope you like blur effect. You know this, fellow?
Remember me, don't you? You've grown.
This was when they showed off just how much they love blur effect.
Cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory too?
mean, there are parts when it looks cool, you know, like later on when Solidus spins his gun around, but
Oh yeah, there's a moment I want to bring up. Like, when Solidus first shows up when you reach the rectum, he says, "No more games." He goes, "No more games, Jack." In the original PS2 version, he actually says, "No more games, Raiden." What did the Five Fingers say to the face? I don't know.
hey, Jesse, how's it going, buddy?
You don't remember
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
your name, your skills, everything you know. You learned
Awesome to have you here as always.
I've missed you, boy.
I miss you.
the 80s.
Oh, you've been busy. You've been traveling. How was Washington, right?
Well, that's where he lives. He's in.
I
Alright.
live in the state of Washington. But
Yeah,
I
that's
live
it.
You were barely 10 years old. You became the platoon leader of the small boy unit.
That was it.
At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several
So getting
nicknames,
to the backstory,
including
right.
White Devil and Jack the
Yep. It turns out he has had field experience, considering he was a child soldier. Ooh.
When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
Would that be either in the 90s or the late 80s?
The 80s.
It's an interesting
Oh no!
If he's a lackey
Boss,
for the Patriots, I doubt he knows
That wasn't
anything
Eli
about
you
this.
just shot with a lightning bolt.
What should we do with
That
him?
was Jack.
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them.
My hand's gone all fucky wucky.
Happening again?
Solidus's mouth didn't fucking move for that, by the way.
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
That's clearly the
At last
law.
report, all is well with GW.
I
Dog,
do.
but when you see a dog but realize it's a service dog.
Men are being
I
refilled
must not pet it.
as ordered.
Oh, that hurts.
Look, he's a good boy.
You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
He's a male of the above average quality.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
Because I fucked up your eye. Solidus is probably really fucking upset that it was the wrong eye, though. Oh god, please don't torture me.
I find it very
It's not Big Boss's eye.
Stabs himself in the other eye. He's like, what?
of course.
No, I have no eyes. Shit.
We're also
It's like the
assembling
pictures
Shadow
I've seen where
Moses.
people edited the demo man to have two eye
Yeah.
patches.
I'll take this.
There's just something about them that's so
More,
funny.
do you?
Yeah.
That's familiar. He's taking the thing. Hi, Olga.
A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
I never understood what he meant by that. Was he just, like, throwing shade at Olga?
Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
Wolf's dead. Might as well.
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Oh boy, more nano communication, because God forbid we animate cutscenes.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
But you,
I thought you
you're
were the
spending
leader of
too
the
much
Russian
money on these
troops.
cutscenes.
Shut up.
Just a smoke screen.
A smoke screen?
I was
See the-
sent to provide the
It's easy
support.
in the first game because they didn't have moving
Who sent
mouths.
you? The Colonel?
No.
No, they did.
What?
It was very subtle at the
I
end.
deceived my troops.
They had
Betrayed
jittery
them.
necks.
But why?
My child is being
So,
held-
Olga was sent in by the Patriots because her child, if you remember at the start of
My men and
the
I
game,
know where
we
to
found
go.
out she was pregnant on the tanker and then was shot to shit by tranquilizer darts. That's probably healthy for the baby. But,
Something like that.
yeah, the baby was taken straight away after it was born so that they could manipulate
I was expecting
Olga.
at the time. When I gave
Lies
birth
what
to
really
my
made
child,
Sonny the
It
genius.
turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have
Deep Throat 2.0. Yeah, you can say that again. Major Fetterman. Cool name. Major! Major!
Ground control.
That's your opinion.
Guitar.
Major Fetterman. But, yeah, except this version of Deep Throat sends us text messages.
We owe him our lives.
Which I didn't fucking look at, because I know this game like the back of my hand.
2 years
Noel,
ago,
you
they
can
were
use
responsible
the
for getting
healing
us out of the
spray to
sinking
find
tanker
cooler
alive.
keys.
Okay, this fucking scene right here of... thanks for the follow, Major Fetterman. Thank you very much.
No, I only
But
found
yeah,
out
like
about
that
the
scene where
substance
Snake is running away in the tanker with the water following behind him, was that like cut content? Was that like something that was planned from the beginning that you were meant to escape?
with that girl.
I think it was cut content.
Yeah.
I can see that as cut content. If there was some kind of escape section before it eventually led into the same cutscene of, you you thinking Snake's
so you
dead.
joined hands with him to pay back a debt.
Because in the end, like,
Mutual gain.
Mutual
Like a
gain.
Metroid style countdown and you've got to escape.
yeah, that would have been really cool.
Mission is a failure. The Patriots will judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child.
You bring that up, and the first thing I thought
My
is
child's life
Fusion.
depends on your success.
What from Fusion specifically?
But why would the Patriots want to help me?
Was
Are they hoping I'll
the
take
SAS
Solidus
in,
out?
No, you're
Fusion?
just like me.
Yeah, that was Fusion.
We're just
Yeah, that was Fusion. That's where the SAX was introduced.
BS3
Because you know how Solidus claims
You'll figure
himself
it out
to be
sooner or
the
later.
true
But I
Solid
wonder if you'll
Snake.
handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Well,
Listen, we have
it is
no
all
time.
clone related.
Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to
And,
be
like,
stopped.
What about
there
the
must have been
virus?
a lot of cut content because I know, like, everybody probably knows, like, there's a scene later on where you're meant to see Arsenal crash into Manhattan. Obviously, that was cut given the time.
My gear.
I need scissors, 61. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. And yes, I'll probably be listening to every single thing that the Colonel tells us because that's nice and wacky.
I really want to get in an argument one day with somebody and just end it by yelling,
I need scissors, 61. Also, that is something I wanted to talk about.
Arsenal gear?
I want to set up a soundboard at some point, and I've had a bunch of ideas for things that I want to put on the said soundboard. I think I Need Scissors 61 is definitely one of them. I want to... You know when you get an E rank in Sonic Heroes with Team Sonic, Sonic will go, shoot, not my day. I want to get that.
Oh God, you can't keep
Okay.
this up. They're bound
I
to
thought
find
it was
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Break
Barely made it. That's
You get
that's a DRC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can
Yeah,
you can wait around here for Rose to call you, but you can call that. No, that's fine. You can use sound clips. That's not too bad. Hey, Emma, help me out.
What am I fighting for?
Maybe. But I want Shoot Not My Day, and I also there's a bunch that I want. I had a bunch in my head. You know Knuckles when
Oh no.
no, well, there's the oh no, but there's also, you know when he says shift for the first attack in Heroes, it doesn't sound like he's saying shift, he's saying shit. Shit!
Shit.
Yeah, I want to get that as well.
It's not allowed under international
Where's the...
conventions.
ICC rules don't
Ora,
allow
ora, ora.
war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now.
tapping into
I
your
was just
JoJo
one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was, but I have nightmares every day.
Pieces
Pieces of the
of
past can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt.
Share that Pepsi with the rest of the class.
There was
No.
never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my
Excuse me.
hand.
Oh, fuck.
He only shares it if it's a Crystal Pepsi.
It wasn't your fault.
Okay, I was wondering, like, there's meant to be music playing here, right? And now it's just kicked in, and I don't remember it kicking in
I think I
at
was
that
only
point.
6 when I held my
Yeah,
first
yeah.
AK.
For the music kicking in for both
Sure of
flavors.
that.
Jack,
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why.
This is
we
where he
fought.
basically breaks up
There was
for
no
like 5
purpose,
minutes.
No way out.
Yeah, this is like one of the reasons why he didn't want to, like, where he was constantly hidden. I'm not sure if we had
no one
the
blamed
save like call with it. It was the scene where like Rose broke into like Jack's room because they had separate rooms, and it was literally just a desk, a window, and a bed. Nothing else. No, like, no figures, no anything. It was just a basic thing, like a prison.
I swear that's this codec ball, or it's sort of one around it.
No, they bring mention to it, but
When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
the acting could be a little bit better
Afraid
here.
of the night.
I'm afraid of the night.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And
Always
always have?
have been. Yeah.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it.
To be fair, that's like cool. That's fine.
I know why I was chosen for this mission.
I can hear like whistling in the back.
Take
Yeah.
him down.
TV is really loud.
That's fair. That's all good.
This long for this. I knew.
I'm not sure if that was like a video someone was watching or a game or whatever.
Jack, I love you the way
Nah,
you
Chris,
are now.
that's full
You
when he
have
goes
to believe
full on
me.
cyborg emo.
I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
Where you're born, how you grew
Doesn't
up,
work
but I
that
know
way.
that now. Why
No
did
one
you
can
do
share
this?
the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I'm trying to do it, but it's not working.
I accept the
You're
good
full
and
of
the
us.
bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
That's so cute. I can't bear it. What the fuck?
I just want to forget about it.
Jack,
What's so cute? You can't bear it.
told you.
It was. You can make Raiden say things, and they're having a breakup scene because he's a child soldier and hated everything,
It's been more than I've ever
but he doesn't want to expose her to anything. And you can say nice things with this button and bad things. And as she was breaking down, he said, "That's the cutest thing. I can't bear it."
What the fuck?
I can't risk starting a family. There's
Rose,
no
that's
way to
really
raise my
fucking
childhood.
That's poggers. That's poggers.
All right, Jack.
Rose, my childhood was poggers.
All right, I will show this off because this is one of my favorite things. Oh my god, I'm naked. So there's medicine, just in case we need it. I think this is the final node. Did you say nerd?
No, right? I said no.
Okay,
Right. Do you come?
you're fine. Do your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I
Amy.
need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do
Save the
anything,
president.
especially
What
in
is
this
my
temperature.
fucking mission?
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Right. Take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
I feel like Rod should question it more, considering the Colonel's
Your
referring to it
role
as a simulation
that is
already.
mission is to
Yeah,
penetrate the
the
structure
simulation that they're talking about has always consistently been something.
This is a type of
Yeah.
role-playing
What is it? It's the Solid Snake simulation or the S3 plan.
I expect you to turn in
Even though that isn't what the S3
Just remember
thing
something.
actually is.
what?
Whatever.
Not once.
Selection for
Societal sanity.
That's it.
According to the
See,
simulation,
I'm that much of a Metal Gear nerd that I know that.
no more
I
questions.
remembered the first
We
part.
have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
Okay.
What?
Ah! I've been spotted. Whatever shall I do? Oh shit. Okay.
Still know I'm here.
They caught up with me quicker than I meant.
Hey, Jack.
So, okay. I hope this works now.
Why are they stripping Raiden down completely in this version? But
Because that happened to Solid
Jack,
Snake.
I was serious when I
no,
said
Oh.
he only got his shirt removed.
I was really worried.
Of course,
There are times
you know.
when it seems like you're
They,
not
they,
really
they,
looking
they
at
kept
me,
they
and that if I
kept
looked
his
away
trousers
for
and his
a
gloves,
moment,
but
you'd
yeah, they just
disappear.
put on his shirt.
I wanted to make sure you couldn't get away.
Yeah, I don't know
I
why.
thought that if we lived together, maybe things
Maybe
would
to make
change.
Raiden feel more
That maybe
I've
we
never
could
seen
change
this one before.
ourselves.
I'll do the fighting. You can just go
That
home.
wasn't the problem. There was
It's like
something
we need
deeper.
naked soldier boy
I'm
bum bum.
sorry. I guess it's impossible for me.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Jack. I love you. I really do.
I have no idea why they
believe me.
designed Raiden to be so...
Whatever happens.
Okay.
Bye, Jack.
I had no idea you were so feminine.
This is no time to try and hit on me, Rose.
Oh yeah, if you keep entering and exiting, the names of arsenals thing keeps changing.
Wow, 50 seconds tree looks.
There we go.
Oh my god, I'm in Japan now.
This is one of my favorite things that you can do.
There's a lot of things I didn't know about, too.
Give it a second.
Do you think the can's trying to tell us something?
Oh,
Well, given that it's a light problem, I'm assuming that's a bit of a jab at Raiden.
I think maybe he's compensating from something.
oh, I love that. It's so fucking funny.
Wish I had. Okay.
What?
Yeah, did you guys not know that existed?
I didn't know that.
No.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't remember you showing that off for the Let's Play.
Yeah, honestly, because I forgot about it.
Oh my lord.
I didn't stop rubbing your dick on the floor.
But yeah, if you remember, like, this whole place was modeled after Shadow Moses. So even like the desks and shit look like straight from MGS1. I wouldn't be surprised if there is actually a model of like the DARPA chief down there.
She looks better.
Okay.
Than
Yeah, well, they probably made it look shinier for this version of the game, if you remember, right?
Yeah. They even got the real life Johnny to be taking a shit in that bathroom just for consistency.
Okay, there we go. I'm playing it safe. So, if you guys thought that the peripheral vision of these of the soldiers were much better in the than the original game, yeah, it's because their peripheral vision is a lot better. But these guys are on a whole nother level. They look completely to the side. So, be wary of that.
Right. Turn the game console off right
Okay.
What did you say?
And yet it's around this point where the Colonel's AI starts going batshit.
What's wrong with you?
now. Don't worry. It's a game.
Burn the
It's a
game
game just
console
like you.
upright.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
You know,
What are
when
you
I got to
talking
that
about?
point, I thought I actually
Right.
had to legit
Something
do it.
happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple
Yeah,
of
I love this one.
I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. This was
Something
moving
happened to
very
me last
rapidly.
Thursday while I was driving
Suddenly,
home.
there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
It's Raiden's reaction that I love.
Forget it.
Huh?
I wanna go home.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer.
Through the fighting, you can just go home. That's the one that Chris just quoted. Okay, so, in order to make this a hell of a lot easier on yourself, come back here, grab the cardboard box.
Hold on.
Alright. Yes, it's also a Zone of the Enders box, so... I need to actually sit down and actually beat those games, because I did buy them just to see what the fuck these games were about. I know it's like a whole mecha thing, but
Yeah. Is that game any good? Anyway.
it's alright.
The game which sold millions of copies thanks to the demo disc.
Yes, that's the only reason those games got as much as they did.
Yeah.
You do level 13.
I mean, they did the same thing with, what was that Final Fantasy game called? The one that came with the demo?
Oh, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, I believe it was.
Yeah. Is that game any good anyway?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it.
Neither did I, so, like, I think going in blind for that one. What's on the box?
Zone of the Enders.
Zoe. I've always liked that effect whenever they walk on the well, just on the floor.
Oh, like the little hexagon thing, yeah.
Is it six side? Yeah.
I suppose it's being poignant to the whole situation with it was a 7 reference. Yeah, I know.
Honestly, you have
7 hours exactly.
a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with
No, I've been streaming this game. Alrighty. That area's not too bad anymore for me. Like, once you know how that section works, you can really just plow right through it.
What are you, Nintendo or something?
The enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Stone statues, a door to the past.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
Wait a minute, there's no Metal Gear here. It's just a supercomputer.
Ugh, that's the NES version. Don't remind me.
Yeah, it exists.
I'm home for work last Thursday night, plugged in my old Nintendo. I was scared when I realized I was playing the NES version of Metal Gear.
A guy leaving Rosemary's room. As I put it, it was like they were intimate. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but I love that. I think my favorite one is the one about having to buy him lunch.
Yeah.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted.
My wife had the money at the police
and
proceedings.
save him before the terrorists discover.
There is a lot of optional shit with the Colonel here.
Yeah. My favorite is the one where he lists all the stations in Japan, because that must have really been a lot of effort for Paul Eiding.
Well, he...
Oh, that's a running Easter egg in almost every game.
Yeah, like in...
Oh, they gotta keep this up.
Yes, they did.
Well, it goes unused.
Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
Yeah, the Grey... When you encounter the Grey Fox hallway in MGS1, that weird voices that you hear, that's actually the stations.
Or is that the... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was just a thing for 2. I didn't realize it was a running thing for the series.
That's just about as low as anyone could possibly stoop. I can't believe you sometimes.
Bogus.
Bogus. Tubular.
Your mission is to
The Fortress Galloway.
rescue the hostage and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete.
But yeah, there's a lot of these. You just had to keep listening to them. Technically, you don't have to listen to them. And you can... I think you can call Rose at this point.
Amazing when the famous purple stuff whirling
Space with the tuning fork. Royal Clary, carry rock. I need scissors. 61. Still never really looked into that. Oh, and there's the model in the corner. Oh, that's not where I wanted to zoom in.
I hear it's amazing
What?
when the famous purple stuff whirling.
Oh.
We just had a repeat of one of Colonel's things. I've never had a repeat before. Oh, here we go. This is one of my favorites.
I paid money for my ex-wife as part of our divorce.
Among other bills.
I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
Wow.
Big hard.
Alright,
Mid-flip whenever a new codec goes off.
here we go.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me.
Yes,
Turns out she was also a agent for the
Spy?
Patriots.
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word.
And Ryan rightfully gets pissed off.
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What
Mental
you did,
stability isn't
said,
that great.
everything.
Let's make it a hell of a lot
Some things
worse.
I didn't tell
Yeah.
anyone.
Make him really
how I
start
felt.
questioning if he's
So
even real.
that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
That's
No
the
matter
cutest
where I
fucking
go,
thing I've ever
I
seen.
get used.
I reinvented
I wonder.
myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about.
Not getting anything.
You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely
Ugh.
fooled.
Like, even though
Really wanted.
Raiden seems like a bit of a whiny bitch in this version, well, in this game,
Artificial romance. It was worse to
I've
lie to
honest-
myself than
Every
to
time
you.
I've played the game, I've never really felt that much of his character. I have a feeling
The more
he's
it hurt,
rightfully,
because I knew the
you know, got a
person
reason to
you loved
whine.
was
Nobody's
just a
telling him
character.
anything.
So it
People
was
keep giving him
artificial
conflicting
on my
information.
end,
Yeah.
too. It was
If that were
just
me,
a
I'd
game,
probably be like,
not the real
what the
thing.
fuck?
how's Hop along? What do you mean?
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was
How's
in
Hop
love
along? What the hell does that mean?
with
Oh,
someone
I
who
see.
didn't exist. I was
Meg,
trying to be someone I wasn't.
yeah.
I
how are you
loved
doing?
what wasn't real. I don't know who
Are
you
you
were.
okay?
The
Yeah,
person
why he's
I knew
asking?
isn't
Chris
real.
asked, how's
She's
Hop
not
along?
the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense,
Ah,
perception was my own. not
Yeah, she's okay.
theirs.
no, it
I was
hurts.
acting because
She's
that
fine.
was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't
No.
I
You expect me to
want
believe that?
chocolate and ice cream.
I'll get chocolate and ice cream
You
later.
had your reasons.
Yeah.
I understand, but I have nothing
And then I'll be okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I'm hungry.
She's poggy woggy.
Hungerzilla
She's
is
preggy
coming.
reggies.
She's oh.
Pergonant! How
She's
did
eggplant.
She get eggplant?
She's pregnant.
If I kiss a girl, will I get pregnant?
He's baby gender reveal.
Amazing how you walk around like that. All pregnant and everything.
So in hard mode, I didn't actually really bring this up.
In hard mode, he's
No,
got hard
that's
on.
difficulty mode, you fucking idiot. Yeah. In hard mode, you can actually get an optional item called the shaver, which it's right behind the police noughts aquatic suits in the beginning of the plant section. When you meet Pliskin, you can actually give him the shaver. And in this scene here, you'll see that he's completely clean shaven.
Sorry about earlier. I had to use
So he didn't actually betray us. That's obvious for a 20-year-old
Why didn't
game.
you tell me about Olga?
you never asked.
Okay, like, yeah, I like those fucking... I get it's a joke and stuff, but I hate that fucking bullshit answer. Like, how come you never told me about this really important information? You never asked. Fuck off. Fuck you, Snake.
Like he's gonna ask you about the thing he has no idea.
Exactly, yeah.
About. Yeah.
25 according to Olga.
So, 25 Metal Gear Solid Rays? Metal Gear Rays.
Years before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
Because we have no other choice.
How?
But he-
I stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga was
Tw-
hear it.
25. Alright, Seth Rogen, what the fuck?
Why?
Why? Character development.
I'm not a big fan.
Sword, yours. I actually love using the fucking katana though.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that like tutorial thing because I know how I'm using it every time.
We're not going to be using it for long anyway.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, say that we're using it in the final boss.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh.
Ow.
Right. Why do you keep attacking me? You never asked me to stop.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Wow. I've never counted him like that before. Usually he kicks my ass. And we got his dog tag. Haha.
Make a snake.
Get up. Okay.
Something good snake.
Ah.
Ow. Ow.
That's the quickest that like tutorial sections ever ended for me. I don't know what like the
Come on, time to go.
catalyst for it is. I think you have to do like a bunch of different like things multiple times. I think that's the threshold.
Absolutely.
Me running through the Comic Con dance with my foam katana.
Wait up, Snake. What?
I have to codec call you again.
Infinite ammo.
Infinite ammo.
What?
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone? What are you talking about?
You know, I always question, obviously, when Raiden walks past him, he's, Snake's obviously not standing there in the corridor, but thinking about it now, I could easily buy that he's just got the stealth camo.
No, it was field
Repaired
training
and
when I was a
whatnot.
kid.
That wouldn't shock me.
I have more field experience than I
That,
can remember.
that must mean like Snake's like, why the fuck does he keep going back and forth doing cartwheel flips?
Yeah.
We're not here to help some politician either. You can say that because you're a legend, a hero.
He's at a high
I'm
day.
Jack the
Let
Ripper.
him have his fun.
Dirty reminder. A terrible mistake. Legends don't.
We don't carry guns. Hey,
I was just
Snake,
waiting to exploit. Just
Snake, what do you mean? That is exactly
Remember
what
only
you
the good
used
part,
all the guns for in the
right
first
part
game.
of what you did. There's no right part of murder.
Yeah.
Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
You couldn't hold people up in that game, dude.
The future.
The future. You can
Alright,
start
be right back
with one
anyway.
mistake,
Okay.
starting now. What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Say that again. You cut out.
Find something to believe in
Oh, sorry.
and find it for yourself.
Are you more of a lethal or
Lethal.
non-lethal?
I try to be non-lethal because it asks for you to not be. But if I'm doing just like a super fucking casual playthrough, I don't really care. I'll kill people if I have to.
I want to say it's ever
Snake,
since
right?
Deus Ex
Otacon,
Human
you all right?
Revolution, there was like a trophy
So are all
for
the
beating
hostages.
the game.
That's good news.
How's everything
Non-lethal.
on your end?
For beating the
All right
game,
for
but
now.
not killing
But there
anybody.
is something.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've
The
taken
colonel's
this
last
stealth
transmission
game to
was
be as like
strange.
pacifist as possible.
How? Just
Yeah.
Tell ya,
no idea.
some games,
Interference?
some older games
I don't
really
know.
make that hard.
Where is this car?
They really do.
Don't know.
They ask for a lot sometimes.
I'll dig around. Thanks. I owe you one.
Splinter,
If there's
sometimes
anything else,
Splinter
call
Cell
me
asks
on the
you for
code.
no kills
I might
and
be
no
able to help.
alarms.
The frequency is 141.
Like it's damn near impossible.
It is not easy now. I hate that, by the way. Can I just say, I really hate that the cipher just comes up and just gives us an action sequence. Snake is meant to be one of like the best fucking stealthy guys there is. Raiden's done very good up until this point, and then they just like, what do we do? Action sequence.
Not good. Me personally, that's how you can tell a stealth game's a little lackluster. Or, I just feel like it's lackluster with like stealth games. like Manhunt is a stealth up until like fucking mission 6. Then it gives you a gun. Oh, now it's a cover shooter.
Damn it.
For some reason, as a kid, I used to try to stun everybody instead of killing them. I don't know why.
I guess it's just a thing. Ow.
Also, it's amazing the amount of weapons you
Yeah, a lot of them that no one fucking ends up using in the end.
get.
4 and 3.
This cool shooter. Shotgun does not belong in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Instead, they've just given us a fucking. I mean, don't. I've never had that. Don't push yourself. Yeah, I've never.
I'll just stand here and do nothing, Snake. You do it.
Can you give me a thing, please? No, I'm just gonna have to survive on 2 rations. Great. Alright.
Snake, I'm gonna die. Give me.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours.
Sorry.
Give
I found
me-
out where it is. Where? Inside
Give me
Arsenal.
fucking rations.
I've checked out all the
So,
possibilities, but I
apparently
haven't
the
found
colonel
it.
is
This is a relay point. It's
inside Arsenal gear.
And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI. The so-called GW.
Uh-oh.
What the hell does this mean?
I hope that's not
I think
audible.
it means
He's
you've
about the
been
size of a
talking to an
computer chip,
AI.
though.
That's impossible. The colonel probably isn't GW per se. GW is most likely stimulating cortical
So,
activity in the dormant
the AI
signal manipulation of the
is
own nanomachine.
took control inside Raiden's brain.
Cobbled together from the expectations
They gave it
of
another name, though.
experience.
She
That's crazy.
codenamed it
But it's probably
this
the truth.
stuff.
That's why it's fucking up.
Which would explain the colonel's behavior. It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Yeah.
Snake.
Raiden has a hell of a lot dropped on him very
He
quickly.
does.
What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me.
I feel bad for the dude. At this point, I'd be like, what the fuck is real?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
I like how Snake gives him the option, like, you can leave this be if you want. I wouldn't blame you.
You wanna fucking...
Raiden, they've got Rose. What?
All right.
Held in the holes. It's a trap. Rose! Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake.
Why
It's a trap.
he turned himself into a pickle?
There's no way.
Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. I love that line from Snake. Don't be weird.
What? If the colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be.
Don't jump to conclusions.
Right.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the colonel never existed.
Raiden,
Is this what Olga was talking about?
They never fucking followed up on that. So, yeah, what are we hoping to see from Nintendo? Because I'm praying to fucking see something from Metroid Prime
Yep.
4, but
Like I said,
I know they
even if it's,
won't.
Even if it's just, we're working on it, it's not done yet, but it's coming along. I'll take it, you know.
They're not gonna say anything. We're gonna get the Smash character and some pointless shit.
Give me
Hey.
something that's something.
How many years has it been since that was announced and nothing's been said since?
Probably, yeah, I'd say around 4 years, because they announced it 2017 at E3,
Jesus Christ.
and we have heard nothing since.
Alright, sword. You can slow the game down, by the way. If you use nothing but swipe attacks, the way the blood like spurts out can slow the frame rate of the down. Only if you kill like a certain amount very quickly.
I recall having slow down here.
Ow.
Although, I'm trying to remember if it was... No, if I think I was lobbing a lot of...
Game likes to fuck with you thinking that you died.
Fission mailed.
FPS2 was ahead of the memes.
The memes. I like to think I can do a I like to think I can do a pretty good like Cyborg Ninja Raiden impression.
Yeah, you can.
Doctor, turn off my meme inhibitors.
You know, supposedly the game will
Yes, I do know. It's like how many pull-ups you did, how many people you've killed. Jesse, kill.
Box.
Ah. Oh, come on. I'm in mod.
Wait, actually, before you kill, let me just copy everything there. Let me see if I've copied that. All right, cool. Kill. Murder. Destroy. Oh, hi, Fortune. Come to be fucking melancholy and boring again.
You were in this game.
Yeah, you were in this game.
When was the last time we actually saw it? I want to say it's when the vamp died, you know?
Yeah, that's what the last time we saw her.
Hi, Fortune.
What the fuck is...
Hi, 4chan. Oh no, 4chan.
Fortune.
All of a sudden, Fortune goes away from Pepper and we have just Fortune as the mascot.
You can't be serious about firing the new.
So basically how Olga pretends
She wouldn't be that. She wouldn't be that depraved.
Yeah. She's got standards, even if she gets bored.
Damn. Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead.
Yeah, basically how Olga, you know, says, oh, she's in part of this, you know, because Snake killed her dad, the Colonel, but, like, she knew Snake didn't. Like, Fortune is basically that reason, but she believes Snake actually did it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
I would have liked to see this boss fight.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I don't know what your group's been through.
Although, the bit that gets me, you know, considering she wants Snake dead, why does she bring him in alive afterwards?
Yeah. Well, probably he has a lot of access to information, so that's
Yeah, I
probably.
guess.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Does anyone but you believe your
Got it.
lies?
Got it.
Wow.
Hey, we're gonna take pictures of Mei Ling and Naomi.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight.
You guys still there?
So this is what it's like to be inside the PlayStation 4.
Or is it one of the S3 clan's proudest?
What are you talking about?
Hell, I have a... God damn it. I have
It
a
came
problem
as a
with
complete
myself.
surprise when Ocelot discovered.
Did you mute yourself again?
You muted it again.
Yes.
Ah.
Using fire.
So, if you guys remember when we did the VR missions, at the end we took pictures of Mei Ling. Trust me, that's not weird. Or I forget. But when you wanted to leave the area, there would be a glowing effect. It's the same glowing effect right here, but we can't leave here.
There's like a time in which you just have to wait for it to run out, right?
Weirdly suggestive.
I mean, if you think about it, our last area to play around in is Wrexham.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a little. That
Be a good boy and show your father the love he has shown you.
As bait.
Hey, Dan.
How you doing, buddy?
Miss you.
So, Capcom's thing's starting now, so if anything interesting happens, let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here, he says, no more games, Jack. In MGS2 on the PS2, I remember, unless I'm completely fucking wrong, that he says, no more games, Raiden. Which is like, that's weird that he called him Raiden.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, but he's never referred to him as Raiden at any point in the game. Like, I don't think, because, you know, to him, he's Jack. You know, that's the name he gave him.
Alrighty. The Metal Gear Ray fight. Let's do this. You can use chaff like you did in the original fight with Rex, but I honestly don't find myself doing it that much.
I find this, even though there's like a shit ton of them, I find that these fights a hell of a lot easier than the Rex fight.
Yeah, even though there's lots, I just have fun with it.
They really don't take that much damage, but it's such an awesome fight.
Yeah, I will say, those missiles, watch the fuck out for them. Oh, I managed to get a hit off. Alright, so let's equip the body armor. Actually, it's also save here. Let's be safe. I once made a what was it? I made a save here, like separately, at one point, just so I could replay the Wraith Metal Gear fight over if I wanted when I was a kid.
It is a fun one, so.
Ow. Holy crap, I've never noticed that detail before. I probably have, but forgot it. The little detail where things land, there's like hexagon pixels that break off. Alright, that's one down.
More to go.
Ow.
How
Laser.
many is it again? I can't remember.
For normal mode, I can never remember.
I want to say it's like 9. Laser.
By the way, when they do that little breathing thing where their mouth glows, you can actually sneak in a shot, because in modes that aren't easy or very easy, you need to shoot their knee and then shoot their face to do like as much damage as possible. Yeah, to do as much damage as possible. But sometimes when they do that little breathe thing, you can literally sneak a full damage shot in there.
Speed run for you.
Only if you time it right. Like I did it at the start with the first one.
Yeah. There's always something just so satisfying about crippling it at the leg and then shooting it in the mouth.
It's a solid strategy, all things considered.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I made a pun. Also, yes, they bleed. Oh, I know I wasted all my ammo just for the fuck of it, but you can actually dwindle their health down very tiny, bit by bit, with like the M4 and shit. By the way, I love the like daunting effect of the silhouettes of the rays in the background when they like break down and when they come into the battle.
Yeah, it is really
Oh crap! That was fucking close. I forgot they had bastard knee missiles, just like Rex did. Ah. There's another one down.
Just keep Matrix dodging it, you'll be fine.
I have to say, there's a lot of Metal Gear fights that I don't know which my favourites are. I keep thinking like back and forth with like Sahelanthropus is one of my favourite like Metal Gear fights, but damn, the Ray fight here is so fucking fun.
It is.
Like the idea is that you're destroying fuckloads of them, you know.
Yeah. I enjoy it a hell of a lot more than the Rex fight, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rex one is still great for like scope and everything, but the Ray fight is just, I don't know, the idea of taking on this many at once, you know.
And we did it.
Yeah. I forget. Yeah, they keep setting them out, but it eventually ends.
Ha! That's funny because he voices Silver in the end. Are you kidding me? I could keep going. If it was me, I could probably keep going.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing a pretty good job.
Like, I think in Extreme, you actually have to fight them all. But then this scene plays out anyway.
Yeah. Although, you know, if you're going by the Extreme version, you have to fight a shit ton more than normal. I buy Raiden's reaction for that.
Yeah.
What about you?
If you die.
This is suicide.
Your
Ah.
nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die,
My child dies.
my child dies. You understand? The child.
So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead.
Life signs of Olga's child, as well as...
No. That's not right. His vital signs are being transmitted to the Patriots via his nanomachines. If they go dead, that means they failed. So now we kill Olga's baby and Rose. It'd probably be 2, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 years since the beginning, so... I feel like, yeah, 2, 1.5. Because she wasn't exactly... She was, like, very early pregnant. So,
Maybe 1.5.
yeah, I'm gonna say 1. I do love that.
So that
And there goes Olga. Bye, Olga.
Sunny's about 7 in PS4.
I mean, we could.
Except
Oh,
PS4 is,
to be fair, we could always Google it.
MGS4's 2014, I think.
It's, if I remember my shit correctly, MGS4 is 9 years after Shadow Moses.
Enjoy the
and 5 years after the Big Shell incident.
Born in 2000. What's going on? So yeah, she's about 7.
What's wrong with it?
Uh-oh. Ray's going haywire. Looks like our virus worked.
Metal Gear raids. Although we get one of my favorite scenes coming up where Solidus takes down one of the raid units.
What happened?
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
Why though?
I think I've just realised what's happened.
What happened?
So you know how in the computer room the upload of the virus stopped at 90%, right?
Stupid machines.
Then when we got captured, a certain someone took away that disc from Raiden. Ocelot took the disc. Did
Oh, so we could
Did he upload the rest of the virus?
that makes sense.
It would make a hell of a lot of sense. Considering, one, Ocelot's true aim.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, this fucking scene.
Zagon Lord. That's a fucking cool name. Hello, Zagon Lord. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. That's 111 followers. Holy shit.
Nice.
By the way, this scene, holy fuck, that's badass. And I want to know something.
Yeah.
That's a P90 submachine gun. What the hell is in those bullets? I want to know.
I know they're already fixed by the virus, but still, Solidus took it down with a regular gun.
Well, obviously the bullets were enhanced.
Yeah. Nano bullets, son.
So, Zagon Lord, how you doing? Was the... well, happy to have you here. Have you been enjoying E3? E3's not been that great this year.
Bring him in.
And Raiden's knocked out. We'll
I wish
see.
there were a few more scenes of like Snake and Solidus interacting with each other. I know at the end of the day,
It's it's Raiden and Solidus' story. I understand that, and I'm with you.
Yeah.
But that's another of you know. Well, technically, I to be honest, I don't think Snake cares that much. Pretty good. Yeah.
he says it pretty much.
Didn't watch E3. What's E3? I've been hearing a lot. Okay, so E3 stands for Electronic Entertainment Expo. By the way, you can lose health here. If you look at Snake, your health goes down a little bit slower.
Okay, like it's giving him some determination.
Yeah.
But yeah, E3, it's basically where they show off all the big titles coming out over the next year, basically.
Yeah. So
Or
any
current development.
any games that are coming out for like Xbox or Nintendo. Why the hell did you fucking choke him then? If that's not who you're getting the answers from.
Or in Take Two's example, a fucking. What do you mean?
Yeah, so I heard. Yeah. We're gonna be finding out a bunch of like stuff to do with the games that are coming out. Probably updates to. Well, the consoles are out now, so we don't need to worry about that. Oh, actually, that's another thing that might be showing up for Nintendo, because there's been a fuckload of rumors about it. But like a Switch HD, like a Switch Pro console, yeah.
Really want Switch Pro. Like,
Yeah.
I was holding off for like replacing my current Switch for the one with the improved battery life and portable stuff, but if they announce the Switch Pro, I'd just go straight for that.
Yeah, I might do that because my handheld, like the Joy-Cons, then the connection's fucking up and the drift is really fucking bad now.
Yeah.
By the way, this is the Ray unit that Ocelot stole at the beginning of the game.
So this,
Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real
as far as funding,
The only company I have faith with just a good, or at least
A list of
hard,
names of the Patriots.
press conference is Capcom. Well,
Yeah, like Capcom's going on right now, but we know they're talking about 2 Monster Hunter titles, Resident Evil, and another thing. So I doubt we're gonna hear anything brand new. It'll be nice, but I don't think we're gonna be hearing anything.
at least it'll be better than what's been done so far.
Yeah, everything's been pretty bad. Like Xbox
Sony's
showed
gonna be
Xbox showed off a pretty cool stuff with like the Sea of Thieves thing, having Pirates of the Caribbean. That's pretty cool.
yeah, both said that was all right.
But, god damn it, I want my Fable, damn it.
Yeah, they name dropped Fable and then they did nothing with it.
What about it? Just like Final Fantasy 16 again.
Well, I already explained the reason for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Solidus is explaining that seizing Arsenal was never the objective. It was getting the list of names of the Patriots, so that way Solidus can hunt them down and kill them. Well, what about Resident Evil? Are you asking, like, what are they talking about for Resident Evil? I'm not sure. I would say go check them out because they're live now, but I would much prefer that you stay because we'll probably hear more interesting things about it later. I think it's just updates and things that might be added. Nothing huge.
The only company that, yeah,
Maybe some updates on
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Ocelot being the best character in the Metal Gear franchise again.
love this scene.
Charades usually are humorous.
Charades usually are humans.
I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it.
A little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been
Legit quote most of what he says here.
Exercise.
Yes.
I'm glad that you're here to support. Thank you very much. And if you are enjoying what you see, feel free to like follow. If you want to subscribe or anything, that's up to you. I won't force you. I'm not that kind of guy. But I think the biggest thing you do is spread the word, like, because that's the best thing you could do here. Because we've just reached 111 followers. We're at 4 subs now. That's good.
Yeah, we followed you, that brought us up, so yeah, thank you so much for following.
Yeah, thank you very much. Recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
This is the SP training kernel.
Aims and the presence death.
So this basically does, I'm about to do what's called a
Pro gamer move.
Virus that mimics Foxdie.
So yeah, if everything, like, if you played Metal Gear Solid 1 and then you played this game and you're like, a lot of this feels familiar. There's a reason for that. One, it's easier to make the game a little look nicer with these graphics, and two,
the intentional.
all of it was intentional in terms of story.
As for the
All of it. Big Shell was just one massive training exercise to recreate Shadow Moses and create a soldier on par with Solid Snake.
As for the
Hence
computer
Raiden.
virus, it's a digital counterpart.
The whole reason for that was to
It's also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from
yeah, it's getting rid of all the information that could talk about anything that relates to the Patriots via GW is destroyed from this exercise. I like the whole thing with Fat Man.
He's one of our own.
Fat Man
A sort of example
was like,
of testable as
They just hired him out to because of his own, connections to like Stillwell and stuff.
to arrange
Stillwell, Stillman.
Same.
Stillwater.
But like they wanted to use him like to test Raiden to see if he's even worth bothering.
Yeah.
But in order to make Fat Man come out of hiding, they literally brought Stillman out.
Yeah.
given the right situation, the right
It's like, hey, there's this dude that you hate. Will you come, I don't know, check on this guy for us?
Yeah.
Even rookies can fight like men of experience.
Yeah, because
But the whole reason that they're doing this, like to make this brand new like guy, like shape him into Solid Snake, was to to create digital data that they could filter through.
and create brand new soldiers on par with Snake.
No, that's not the point. The whole point is to create such information and filter it through to you, so you think that what you're being told is complete truth, but it's not. it's actually like what they are coming up with, because the Patriots, what they want to do is feed information to people and control it all through a filter.
Society, which
It's exactly what they were doing here. Yeah.
yeah, great society, which is basically, you know, nobody questions anything. They've got them all the altered information and just, you know, keep going with that.
I have to go, but I'll have you followed. Thank you very much. I hope to see you again, because I'll be honest, a lot of people follow and then just fuck off. So I hope to see you in the chat again at some point. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it, and I hope that whatever you do goes well. Be safe and be groovy. Just as we planned. Yeah, by the way, this is a hell of a lot of cutscenes.
It's I want to say it's the longest cutscene in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Ocelot had no idea he would show up, but it's very funny what happens next. And oh my god! Well, I will be back if you like. I'm streaming tonight at 8 PM. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Because it's currently 10 where I am. Well, nearly 11. And oh my god, Fortune was just shot! That we didn't give you. New York. Oh, cool. That's where we're about to go. Yeah, that's Arsenal Gear's on a collision course with Manhattan right now. So sorry if you. Yeah, so I'm sorry if your buildings get a bit shaky. But yeah, no, that, like I was bringing up earlier, the cutscene for Arsenal Gear, like crashing into Manhattan, that is cut for obvious reasons, which that's absolutely fair enough. Yeah, like I mean, I suppose seeing a scene would be like a bit much.
Yeah.
A bit traumatizing.
Yeah, and seeing like a paused aftermath is probably the best way that they could have gone about it, considering they'd probably done so much and release dates were coming out, and they're like, we need to do something.
Yeah, but like some games had
games are more sensitive than others, because like Twisted Metal Black 2000.
You.
There was like no edits that had the first level. In order to unlock Yellowjack, you need to fire a missile at 747 that's going, and it crashes right directly into the jungle.
Yeah.
They didn't change that. They didn't edit that at all.
I think it was that inappropriate. I mean, like some games like had it much worse with what they had to fill out. Like Spider-Man 2 on the PS1, the original final boss with that was you fought Electro directly on top of the Twin Towers. So yeah.
Believe it or not, if I remember correctly, the story behind it is that they're actually looking up at the print but then they had to
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Also, you keep cutting out, by the way, Jesse. Just a heads up.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on.
It might be like Discord's like whole picking up audio thing, but actually, I know we're like harping on 9/11 a bit, considering like there is a rightful reason. But can we talk about the Game Award, like the Summer Games Fest? Fucking Jeff Keighley talking to Hideo Kojima for a bit, and Kojima just brings up 9/11 twice for no fucking reason.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up later.
Yeah, it's right. It was before the Death Stranding PS5 thing was shown off, but Kojima just brought up 9/11 twice for no fucking reason about how to change like things and like show off how games should be played. They should be fun but serious. I don't remember what context he gave, but it was very out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, so like, did he like reference how to change the cutscene
No.
from this game?
No, he just brought up 9/11 for no reason.
Alright.
Alright,
been 20 years,
at
but
Summer
yeah.
Games Fest 2021.
How's this then?
It's been 20 years. I mean, maybe it's just really what he thought.
Oh look, Fortune's up somehow, even though she was just shot in the heart.
She gonna be dead in a minute.
DDP Yoga, bang!
You idiots! Get the hell away from there!
DDP Yoga, she's doing the diamond cutter.
Take your
Ah.
reward.
For a moment, I thought you were pronouncing it.
No. Yay, fireworks! Happy New Year!
Everybody down!
That's next month.
Holy shit! Oh, good for you, man.
Jack. You know what day is?
Oh, yeah, that I just had a thought. Holy crap. Because 4th of July means kind of nothing over here. Sorry. But
We're all about that fireworks tonight.
But yeah, I'm sorry for you, man, because if you're working on 4th of July.
Most of the time, holidays, it's because I do get slight bonus for it.
Oh, that's alright, I suppose.
Knowledge that people are going to be late night, oh shit, 4th of July, go get themselves some hot dogs.
Yeah. It's always the last minute ones, especially like for the Christmas shoppers.
You know, I was hired on Thanksgiving, so not gonna lie, I've seen the worst.
I think for my very first job, I was like a server, like a waiter, and it was at like a fucking 4-star, 5-star hotel. I can't remember what it was, but obviously I did breakfast that day, and fuck me, getting up that early sucks. But for my first day, I was a server for a wedding, so I was shaking like a motherfucker. But I will say there was a woman there when I was shaking while I was pouring some coffee, and then a woman like said, "Are you okay?" I was like, "It's kind of my first day," and she was like, "You're doing fine," and I was like, "Oh, the wholesomeness of that conversation made me feel good."
Oh. There are nice people.
Yeah, but here we go. Ocelot tried to use the laser, and Ocelot totally just fucking popped into the existence there, just like. And Liquid's arm has taken over once again. I've been waiting for this.
It can't be.
Shit, I didn't see it.
Been waiting this arm, waiting for the right time to awaken.
I've decided to start all along.
Inside Ocelot.
A sleeper in the arm of a patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago? Exactly. I was controlling
Again, with everything that's in this fucking franchise, I don't know why I find Liquid being possessed. I mean, I know it's not really there,
Yeah.
but it just thought Liquid being just possessing him through his arm, you know?
Yeah. But to be fair, people thought it was too stupid, which is why they retconned it in 4.
Yeah. Which I'm glad they did, you know.
Same with the ending of this game.
Even with the floating psychic person who can read memory cards. You know, I can find that. I don't know why. It just Liquid possessing someone through his arm is
Too much. Well, I think when I was a kid, I could like kind of believe it.
There's room for only one snake and one big boss.
And I'm going to be both, nerds. Ha ha ha. Time to say goodbye. I will say, Cam Clark is one of my favorite voice actors. I love him to death.
He is great. Like so, it's a good way to go.
It's a good way to go. And I'll be honest, I was kind of sad he didn't come back as Liquid in 4.
Yeah, I would have loved that. Oh yeah, another one of my favorite cutscenes in a second.
This is one of my favorite cutscenes. And honestly, the best line from Raiden.
Yeah.
Stop this crazy thing. Liquid.
He breaks the fucking handcuffs off just with that brute force. Oh my god.
And he dives after a Metal Gear.
Fucking love Snake.
Oh, by the way, Raiden is still wearing the body armor I wore earlier.
Yeah.
That was weird. I like to wear the silver during this whole thing.
Wait, who was doing this whole thing?
The soldier uniform. You know, the one where you gotta run around.
Oh, he shrunk it.
What?
Look, you know how Knuckles can shrink the Master Emerald and fit it in his pocket, right? Do the same thing with his soldier uniform. Including the boots.
We don't shrink it. Everyone in the Sonic universe is a really big agent.
What? Hold on.
Well, the armor was
Wait, hold on.
completely chaos out there,
Wait. I've just seen something. I don't know how real it is, but apparently, coming to PS5 and Nintendo Switch, Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. So there's you go. And Xbox One and Series X. But hey, I'm all for it. That sounds like a remaster of all of them. I hate this new area code. Like I don't have enough to remember, and it's just Lenny White, Carl Black.
Silence, glad to have you back, buddy.
Hey, Silence. Hey, it's the day I met Rose.
Remember what day it is.
420? Yes, Jack. That's right.
Okay, so apparently there is DLC coming for Resident Evil Village.
Okay.
Probably an extra mode or some and stuff, but that's about it.
If it goes to 7 round, we'll probably get like another story.
Silence. What did we miss? I was just trying to catch some highlights while the cutscenes played, but as you've watched it, I'd rather interact with you than just be on my phone, so.
They haven't posted any, videos for it.
Well, I'm guessing it's just finished, so. Because they did say they were only doing like a half-hour conference.
Yeah, it was only a short one. Which sometimes that's all you need. I'd rather have that instead of it be interrupted every 5 minutes with talking about it. Your Nintendo don't. Have your own treehouse segment and just do all the talking afterwards.
The founding principles of this country.
I'm still pissed over Take-Two's. It's like legit.
Everything that's about to be
Yeah, I didn't bother.
It's the time to talk about games. It's not a time to talk about, policies, about being, progressive. You
Yeah.
don't say you're progressive, you show life.
Yeah, just saying it doesn't mean much.
Returning the best of our genetic material into
That
the
and,
next generation.
hey, Take-Two. If I remember correctly, you no longer own Gearbox, right? Right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
You don't have a lot of good companies out there doing much. Be nice if you can get Rockstar, the pale fat child that always stays in their damn room, to say, hey, so that people aren't just constantly fucking complaining about,
All right. Sorry to interrupt. I will say this is the moment where we find out from Solidus that the clones, Liquid, Solidus, the ability to reproduce was engineered out, so they can't have offspring.
It extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well.
It's,
not biological offspring. They can still adopt.
yeah, that's what Solidus kind of did.
Yeah, he kind of did it, but in a very, very shitty way.
In a pretty bad way, yeah. I don't know why
I just murdered your real parents. You are my
controlling the digital flow of
Uh-oh.
information.
This is your child?
My memory.
This is my child.
To remain. Unlike an intron of history,
I made
I
this.
will be remembered as an exon.
I made this.
That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots will deny us
son.
even that. I will triumph over the
Solidus
Patriots
shoots Raiden's real parent. So
and liberate us
why would
all.
Patriots do
And
this?
we will become
The Sons of Liberty.
liberty.
Oh,
Name drop!
hear that, man.
Oh boy, we have another long fucking codec call. But it is
Yep.
one of the most profound moments in gaming history.
It very much is.
So somehow,
How's that
the AI is still talking to
was
us.
destroyed?
Only GW, because there's 3 more.
But it's
First
beautiful.
playthrough,
Actually-
it's by accident.
Oh. Technically, there's actually 4 more, isn't there? Because it's a Mount Rushmore. Because GW is George Washington, JD is what is it? Jefferson Davis.
Jefferson Davis.
Abraham Lincoln and people.
The one they're using for a lot.
JD's the main one.
Yeah.
How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap. If you're immortal, why would
A load
you
of-
take
a
away
load of the lines that
individual
they have,
freedoms
Drift's
and
codec
censor the
folder.
net?
Especially the last line at the end. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, our beloved monsters, yeah.
I love that line.
Jack, listen carefully.
I've been listening to most of the shit you've been saying.
The human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories.
They wanted to be able to control memories, ideas, culture, and history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on?
Interesting.
Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
What kind of tablets?
Inherited by later
Bad joke.
generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
Another thing the game predicted.
Current digitized world.
Yeah. They predict so fucking much. And that shit is happening now.
Yeah. It's kind of scary how much they get right, you know?
Yeah, with the fake news and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
not even like just fake news, but like I'm pretty damn sure like a bunch of like the information we get through news sources, like
Yeah.
that's only a fraction. Like the phrase "tip of the iceberg" is probably a hell of a lot more, unless you do a fucking huge deep dive.
Wait, every news source is fucking biased in one way or another. You see it when you look at a newspaper all the time, and for what, you know, who they stand by, like there's an election going on. They don't, you know, keep quiet about, like, who their agendas lie with, you know? And there's no doubt in my mind that that works the same for how they portray other news stories. Just to get it across to people that, like, some are like, oh, it's not as bad as it seems, or others are like, yeah, it is this bad, you know? Like, who do I trust with it?
Told the same thing,
Be nice to other people.
but beat out the competition.
You're special.
Believe in yourself, and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom. And
The,
this is
the
result.
manipulation of digital information, meme culture, everything, the game
And protect each other from
was
hurt.
so ahead of its time.
Way ahead.
Spun by different
I remember in 2001, we didn't exactly, yeah, we had the internet, we had, like, chat groups, whatever.
Everyone
Yeah,
would
we didn't-
pause into their
wasn't
own
like how it
small
is now. It wasn't
world
on
and be
everything.
afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds,
You couldn't give your
leaking
4-year-old an
their
iPad just to
them
shut them
into
up
the
for 5
growing
minutes, you know?
cesspool of society
Yeah.
at large.
You had to look after your child.
Cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being
Yeah, he's done that a lot.
The same-
And this is
He did exactly the same thing with Death Stranding, and yeah.
Yeah, he did.
We're trying to stop that from
That is
happening.
why we
our
always think
responsibility
people
as rulers. Just as in genetics,
bring us on the
unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out
Speaking of
to
which,
stimulate the evolution of the species.
any
And
of
you
guys'
think you're
thoughts on
qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Who else could
it was,
Very-
it made me laugh because it's definitely a. We are shelving Metal Gear. It's time to move
That's what
on.
it means to create
Yeah.
context.
I'll decide for myself
It
what's
was cool enough that they were even allowed to do that, considering, you know, it's not Konami, it's Kojima Productions, and they were allowed to, you know, even reference it. But, yeah, it was a very nice way to basically say,
A lot of people are taking some subtle hints that, like, hey,
That's not true. I have the
Sit down.
I need a wee.
Okay.
I didn't want to get up earlier because I was comfy.
Yeah, it's not going to be anything like that. It,
it's gonna be.
Sit down.
yeah, like the whole reason, like, he picked the box back up and then he put it on a shelf was to say, we are putting this away now. That's literally all it is. And people are like doing a deep dive of, oh, it's a remake. Like, if here's the thing, if anybody's going to announce a remake, it's not going to be Kojima, because he can't. Legally he can.
Yeah, do you think Konami are gonna let, you know, pretty much one of the few franchises they've got left, you know, just go off to someone else?
What happened?
I mean, there has been that long-standing outsourcing.
Don't think you'll find it.
I have heard about that.
I mean, everything that Konami has now is either dead or might as well be.
Yeah, because they're using Yu-Gi-Oh! And like the pachinko and arcade machines in Japan to get them their money. Because they do get a lot of money from that.
Yeah, they do.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another.
I will never understand people
In order to make yourself feel better.
Understand gambling in general. It's like, hey, my hard-earned money that I spent 4 weeks getting, you know, I'm just gonna, you know.
Should someone like you even have the right to
I mean, people can spend their money whatever they want, in my opinion, yeah.
Yeah, they can. I just.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far
That's
from
fine, dude. I was.
powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin
when I
a
meant
world.
card games, I mean,
The age of digitized
sort of
communication
stuff.
has given
I
even
have
more power
some
to
really good friends.
individuals. Too much power.
Have lived their whole life buying.
Building a legacy involves
pack after
figuring
pack
out what is
of
wanted and what needs to be done for that.
Yeah. That's Dan.
You used to struggle with.
Me and Dad.
Now we think for you.
We are your guardians.
Yeah, so you spend $50.
You want to control human thought, human behavior?
Of course, anything
Yeah.
can be quantified nowadays.
Yeah.
That's what this exercise
I
is
almost
designed
bought
to
another
prove.
book,
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to after all.
but
Isn't that right,
But
Jack?
you got your pre-order down for the one you're talking about, though, right?
True, to say the least.
The Kojima.
Yeah, the Kojima, like the creative gene.
oh yeah,
With a single
Yeah,
soldier, no matter how
that's
able
gonna
be to
come like
us.
The S3 plan does not stand
Oh yeah, here we go. So it's not Solid Snake Simulation.
what it does stand
Selection for Societal Sanity. Ugh.
Skeletor Colonel, Skeletor Colonel.
Yeah.
Yes, alright.
Yeah, Raiden. Yeah, Metal Gear nerd. Solidus.
Jokes on you, right?
Snake Man.
jokes on you, Raiden. I did say no.
So you see,
You
we're
did
the
say
expert.
nerd the whole time. Yeah.
Nerd.
Yes.
That line is so hokey.
Just realized that. Wait, when I say exit, it's time backwards.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said. The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy. The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
You know, considering the Patriots aren't, you know, finally wrong, you know, they don't really.
Extreme circumstances.
There's no real person in the Patriots, you know. At least at the minute, they're all, you know, just controlled by
AI. It's all AI right now. All of it.
AI. That makes it all the more creepy, to be honest. That it's not controlled by one thing; it's all handled by computers and whatever. Which, again, kind of the world we live in. You know, we leave a lot of everything just up to computers.
Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. You know why we chose you over them? It was because
They
you were
caught
the
me in
only
that
one who refused to acknowledge
Kojima in
that.
2001.
The others remember
But I fucking did it.
and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever
You know,
you like. See,
again, I
only
bring
the
up the
things
fact
you
that
like,
Kojima is
and for
pretty.
yourself
Does
alone.
anyone else find that a bit scary?
Well,
He has that kind of
You refuse
foresight.
to see me for
It's
what
just
I
a
am.
really smart move.
I think it's
But I want to
anybody can like predict
you
something
continue to be understood
based on what's happening
and
at the
gentle.
times, you know.
You never
Like
made a conscious
Yeah.
attempt
we
to
can
reach
all
out.
probably
The only
take a
time you
guess
did
that
was when I gave you
um,
no choice but to do so.
in the
I was just
future
trying not
we are going to
Try not
be
to
a
let
hell of a lot
yourself
more
dear.
on
The
top
way
of
you
things
try
with
not to
our
hurt
health
yourself,
systems
avoiding
uh,
truth under
Yeah.
the guise of kindness
and
is all
whatnot,
that
and
you
I
did.
think we are going to get even more like
But look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for
I was
my
gonna say
sake,
like
that claim has
product
no
or like
legitimacy.
pushing of masks, because masks literally do actually help like prevent colds, like even not necessarily COVID but like regular colds. So these sorts of things will be moved like forward in the future, and other tests that could be related to that sort of thing to do with the lungs and other shit. We could be better about that because of the shitty history that we've been living through recently.
The thing I like with a lot of everybody in the future, everybody, at some point in the future, whenever they'll have flying cars or
Sit.
instant transportation
No.
or whatever.
No more
And
sentence.
the thing that I like is that is all influenced by digital media, fictional media. How stories
It's a
become
gun.
reality.
If I
It's
remember
in the
in
shape of a
games,
gun.
it's like a transit system.
Yay, I'm
Railway
clever.
system.
I think that's
That's like
enough.
completely based
Alright.
on
It's time
accuracy.
for the final exercise.
Yeah, it's just
Take
Like, think about it. We could technically have flying cars if we just really invest on having this whole sort
Aren't
of
you forgetting
package,
something?
If you die, my child.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
The termination of life.
Yeah, I get you. It's like, it's viewing fictional media and what they do there, trying to make it a reality.
The death
So it's another example of how stories
same way.
affect the way we live,
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise.
I like
That's a real turn off.
So, Jack the Ripper, will it be
this the
Solidus,
Patriots creation
creation,
or you Solidus's creation. Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Oh, that's one of the best lines I've ever heard in a video game.
Jack, my son,
Enjoy yourselves.
my clone brothers and I are called
Solidus was just standing here
The whole time, yeah.
You are one of a kind.
You gotta admire Solidus. He's not a dirty fighter. He's like, oh, wait till he's done.
We need to decide
Today's the
which
day, Jack.
monstrosity will
We're
have
not
the
gonna
privilege
fuck
of
around
swallowing.
anymore.
What?
By the way, Jack,
We're gonna fight like men, Jack.
I was the one who killed your parents. Surprise!
By the way,
Why,
Jack.
why is Solidus? Why is
I claimed
Solidus
you for my
Joe?
own and raised you as a soldier in the army.
Because why not?
He's not gonna have much use with his legs after this.
Worst enemy. Why? Because I
Oh.
needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation.
Hey,
We're repeating history.
run.
Hey, Raiden.
Hey,
Hey, Solid Snake. Ah.
Because I needed to know whether we were really, we were repeating history,
You
Jack.
will never
Liquid and Solid hunted down by Big Boss,
your own
trying to
double
sever the
helix.
tie between. You will never escape, Jack.
It's time we were both free.
I love
No,
this.
that is
Oh.
scary.
If Solidus fucked up here and just sliced off your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this one. No, I'd laugh if he just throws it up and it impales him in the head.
I just like the idea of just sliced off hands.
I have
And he's just like, oh, fuck.
To show you the power of flex
The
tape,
clues to the Patriots
I
inside
sliced
GW
my
have been
hand in
erased,
half.
but there are other
Show me
traces
some
of
fun.
Solidus.
Katana. I sliced my boy's arm off.
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex. And
This is
throughout
one of my
the neural
favorite
network
fights
they
of all time.
I love this fight, even if it's a little bit janky. Because,
It's the scales that are around it,
yeah.
Because Ryan loses, Rose and Olga's baby dies,
And if you win, the Patriots win.
pretty much.
Alright, final boss time. Solidus.
Which goes back to what I said a few streams ago. Solidus, he's not necessarily a bad guy. You know, he just wants to free the country.
What's wrong with you?
He wants to free the country and just be remembered for something besides being a clone of the greatest soldier.
I'm not doing very well here.
Yeah, it might not have visually the scale compared to, you know, the first game. You know, you're not flying on top of a broken Metal Gear this time, but it's still pretty.
Haha! I did it! You can cut his missiles in half.
Wait, can you? Oh, nice.
Let's go.
You know, this first part, it's really not that tough. It's when he rips the arms off is when you gotta watch out. When he goes into his I'm not fucking about anymore mode.
And the flames kick in. By the way, there's only... technically, you can only call 3 people now. One is Otacon, the AI Colonel, and the AI Rose.
No, I actually seen those before. I need to look like
I ran into that.
What did you put info on that?
His name, like Jack. Just so it's more poignant, I think.
yeah.
I did show off if you put the name in as Hideo Kojima, the place of birth and the like actual date of birth as well gets turned into Kojima's actual date of birth.
Yeah. Anyway, no. And it says big chunks. Never heard the name before.
That's why I name it Jack, because when he throws it away, it becomes more poignant as to what happens in MGS4.
Like he's throwing his pass along, you know?
Yeah, exactly, because in MGS4 he doesn't go by Jack anymore.
No.
Because he refuses to be that person anymore.
It wasn't even his original name, you know, that was the name Solidus gave him.
Exactly.
It's a Naomi situation where she didn't even know her real name, that was just the name that her brother gave her.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name.
I forgot that Rose could have those moments when she doesn't have any pupils.
Oh, really?
Yes, the only way they could keep it kind of creepy.
Yeah. To be honest, I find that creepier than fucking Skeletal Colonel.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield.
So Raiden and Jack are a lot more poignant. Oh hey, it's 1-14. Good to see you again. Been a hot minute.
You're here just in time for the finale.
Yeah, we are beating the fuck out of Solidus right now. Hey, spamming the Chimote. Yeah, 1-up. Spam those Chimotes, because we unfortunately had to put her to sleep. But spam it, because she is alive forever, if you do that.
To live on in our hearts and through the Chimo.
Because she's a fucking idiot and I miss her, but yeah. She was ill.
My fucking idiot.
Yeah. Oh. Ah. Ow. Ow.
Snake's not going to pick up. It's stupidly having talk about Big Chungus Law with Liquid Ocelot.
Yeah. I will say, even though the sword is brought in like last minute,
Yeah.
it's a little bit more reliable than you think.
It's the most badass way to have a final fight. You know, you couldn't do this with guns. It's the same reason why, you know, you don't have any weapons for Snake and Liquid's fight, because, I mean, you know, guns in video games can be great, but when it comes to a final boss, you want something iconic, yeah?
Hold on, I want to get swiped down his back. Ah! I did it! Alright, that's a game.
It's a game. Oh, perfect way.
Because he had basically that combo, and then I've just fucking sliced his back up. I will say I love that blood effect, even though it makes zero sense. I love
Spray
it.
from the back. Oh, it's so good.
I need to iron it, but can't do it yet.
Alright, hope you're ready for a fuckload more cutscenes, because that's been most of the stream. What did he say there? Because his mouth moved. Was that a cut line from the Japanese version? Or did they like leave some lines out purposefully? Also, he fell backwards and he landed like that. Okay, that's cool. Call it with the emotes, my dude. I mean emotes. How's things been going for you? How's streaming been down your end?
Sorry about this, man.
No, not you. I asked for the emotes themselves, but just general emotes. It's cool to see you've got emotes, but like, for your 5th message, I kind of want to like talk to you. That's all. Because I like building a conversation between people. It's nicer that way.
Yeah, my fucking Wi-Fi would die right at like, the best cutscenes.
But yeah, I was just asking. That was a rip emote because rip that guy. Fair enough.
Get an F for Solidus, please.
Also, where was the cutscene of us getting like down from here? Okay, R1 is the zoom in. Because I will be showing him off, don't you worry. And then, out of fucking nowhere, everybody shows up. What happened to all the people?
They have the same teleportation powers as the citizens from Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, from SA1, yeah. Don't worry, everybody got out just in time.
Oh, but the music that plays here, like, specifically when, you know, Solidus falls off the building.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
And the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not.
That's never the point.
And nobody goes and talks to the ninja with the katana.
Yeah.
There's
Thing in the world that's absolute reality.
Most of what they call real is actually
I don't think you can actually see Van Hill,
what you
like
think
Rose shows up.
is only as real.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to. No, actually, it's around this time where you throw the dog tags away.
Alright.
What am I
Oh,
going to
yeah.
leave behind when I'm through? We can tell other people about having faith.
I think it's.
What we had
I love these real cutscenes because
what we found.
It's a lot more poignant here. It makes a lot more sense considering like the whole thing's behind society that they were planning
Yeah.
on.
But just this is a glimpse into New York over 20 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
These just random people on the street, you know?
Find the meaning behind the words, then decide
Yeah, I like to imagine like, what's that guy thinking now? Like, does he know he's in a game? Well, this is probably like you know, stock footage of just New York. That's all.
we didn't have much in terms of choices
I
this
don't know
time,
how I think it actually is, because, like, you know,
but everything you
like
felt
the development team, you know, they went out on location to, like, the massive, you know, the tankers and got, like, shots to, like, base, you know, the sets on in the game. And I'm pretty sure they went around and just built New York.
new memories.
Yeah. So Snake just says, "New name, new legacy." It's for you to decide.
It's up to you.
Which is probably the reason why he throws the dog tags away to begin with. Yeah, this is the scene where you can see. This is the scene where you can see Vamp.
Dog tags.
Jack. Anyone you know.
Snake, why are you the only person who could ever rock a mullet?
No, never heard the name before.
Alright, keep your eyes peeled.
My own name,
There he is.
and my own life.
It's Vamp.
I'll find something worth passing on.
He's just gonna stand there and not do anything for like 5 years.
They taught me some good things too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it.
Yeah, menacingly.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry.
Yeah, I want to know what the reaction of these people when it's like, oh my god, it's the ex-president.
As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
And he's so buff.
Why is he in cyborg armor?
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with.
Gesundheit.
Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all Patriots.
So, the virus disc. Ah, the one that... Huh. Okay, maybe not.
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity.
Oh right.
Which means
What, you
that
want
there's
this
a
right?
perimeter
Well,
code
just
in
take
here
it.
that
Take it.
defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first,
And people you have to talk to.
and people you need to talk to.
He is. They just leaves.
Vamp's still there. But because we completed our mission, there she is.
There she is. Which, to be honest, I'm thinking in my head, okay, if she's right there, then that must mean Intri's place is situated somewhere in New York.
Not necessarily the Patriots place, but people who work around the Patriots. Also, here the the foot area of like his skull suit looked like weird socks.
Yeah.
Snake?
Oh, that guy's just frozen in place. What the fuck? That guy was just frozen. Did you see that?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something?
I think I missed it.
It was a dude just stood behind Raiden when he turned around and said, like, Snake, is that you? By the way, Solidus is still
We're
there.
going to find out together, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, he's dead.
See me for what I am.
I don't know if we saw the cutscene, but yeah, Rose is pregnant.
Yeah, it was the codicil.
She has baby.
Abe.
Babu.
A baby. Or
Babu Wabu.
Alright.
Do you remember this place?
That looks like this is the end of
This
all
is
of
where
our
we first
problems,
met.
right, Rose?
I remember now. Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
Okay, I have to say it. This final credit song, Say Goodbye to Yesterday. Oh my god.
It's amazing.
Like, I beat this on the Vita recently, like I want to say a month or two ago. And
Yeah.
Meg was led with me when I beat it. And
He said,
she loves this song. She really likes this song.
"You're wrong."
It's a
Are
great
you
song.
talking about the baby?
Such
Yeah,
a great theme to end the game
but
on,
genes
you know?
aren't the only thing we can
Fruit salad.
do. Too many things
Yummy, yummy.
to our
Sorry.
family.
Just said fruit salad on the side, so I had to.
Teach that to our children
What kind of things?
about the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry,
Fresh fruit.
passion, sorrow, joy.
Pain, the fear.
Everything together.
Yeah.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears
I like that. This is for your ears only, and then we don't hear the rest of the conversation. I really, really liked that detail.
That's it.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
In the PS2 version of this game, my original copy, this scene wouldn't have any sound. It would just be completely quiet.
Sucks.
It was age. That's probably all it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, holy crap! Metal Gear Solid 2 is done.
Such
You
a
really
fucking
like this
game.
song?
What song is it?
As the Say Goodbye to Yesterday.
I don't remember it. Let me come hear it.
No, this one.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
It's quicker this way.
Ow.
Shut up. Liar.
This one, remember?
I could smoke a cigar and drink a whiskey to that.
Okay.
I'm joking.
It's not-
I wouldn't know how to smoke a cigar. I'd probably die.
I think, was this the last one? Kamikaze for Machine
I don't know how to smoke. I
don't
wouldn't
know.
know how to burn myself. Because if I set myself on fire, I don't have the knowledge to combust.
Sit the fuck down.
I got iron my leg
Yeah, I will help you with that. You sit down.
Woo.
You have bad feet. Sit.
No, I have bad toes.
You have bad feet. Sit down.
The game
Oh, my
really
hip,
can't
I got
help
bad
you, mate.
hips.
Sit down.
That's what I got. Bad it.
Oh, but this is also a really good thing because not only is like okay, let's talk about the game like as a whole for a little bit before I go into anything. I remember when we got the PS2 for the first time, it had that blue yellow box, and MGS2 was there with it. My god, the PS2's fucking launch lineup, by the way, my god. But MGS2, after playing Metal Gear Solid 1 for the first time, after seeing MGS2, that's when it really, really clicked in my head that there are sequels to games. There's an advancing plot over a series of things. And it didn't really click to me because I was still like a young, ignorant child. But
As a kid, you still think about the sequel as just being more of the same game, and they improved some aspects. But you never think about the story.
Or it was just movies that did that, or like episodes of a TV show, but never with a game. But considering the fucking advances they made from MGS1 to this game, and how early they started on it, I'm still working on I'm probably going to be playing this game very soon again, actually, because I have to do the review on it. So I had to record all the footage and all the codec and whatnot, and that's going to be a slog, but I'm going to be doing it. It's just the advances they made, the bodies not sticking around. It felt like, oh, this isn't just like a fucking arcadey original game anymore. Like, if I kill or put someone to sleep, that body's going to stay there, Yeah. And they'll only disappear if there's like an abundance of models on screen, which makes sense. I get it for limitation purposes.
Yeah, like at the end of the game when you're slicing up all those soldiers with Snake.
Exactly, yeah. And the story content, while yes, it's a fucking big leap, and there's a lot, and it hurts your brain after a while. Like you need to do repeat playthroughs and focus on certain aspects before you can enjoy the whole thing as a whole. But even then, it's a lot. They're trying to push a lot of detail for, they're pushing a lot of detail for a story, and it feels like they tacked on a lot of shit at one time, which I think is why they go a little bit simpler in terms of MGS3.
To give everybody a break before MGS4, because Jesus Christ.
That game, oh boy, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, it's like you compare this to the story of MGS1, which, there was nothing really, what the fuck about it. It was pretty straightforward, just go save the day.
There was twists and turns around the whole way, sure, but There,
Nothing like
it didn't start with like a whole like this is the conspiracy game, and
Yeah, there was no
that's
conspiracy.
fine. You do you, but the amount of stuff that they put into it can be a bit much, and I think that's why they leveled out. But I remember playing this game for the first time and thinking how good the game looked, how awesome the game sounded. The
Yeah, Kojima edited all the cutscenes. So that's great.
yeah, the different mechanics they added in, like the bodies remaining, the hold up feature with getting the dog tags to unlock stuff. It was just. I remember enjoying every little detail of what came forward. You know, it was different. As a kid, I really liked Raiden, but as you age, you kind of realize the stark contrast things like had, and I see now why people have such a problem with him. Even now, I feel like there's bits that could have been very much improved on. You know.
Yeah, it's like you get why people were annoyed at the time. I mean, I still like this character. It never really bothered me. Even when I did my original playthrough, I was just like, yeah, okay. I just related to him because he had no idea what was going on, and neither did I. So.
Yeah. But yeah, that's MGS2. One of the biggest fucking games of the PlayStation 2's library.
Very early on as well. Only like a year after the PS2 came out.
It's insane how many games came out as a launch title.
Like there were no other games like MGS on.
Yeah, it was a couple of months because this was a launch title.
No, the PS2 came out in 2000.
Yeah, I think that was because people wanted it for the DVD thing. Because not only was it a fucking games console, it was a DVD player, and a CD player. But with
Released October 26th, 2000. Oh, like a whole fucking year later. So yeah.
Yeah. A year later.
But I remember it was like one of the prime things about the PvP is the multiple system. I had a weird experience with MPS. I think I've mentioned it before. I first had MGS PS1. Then for some reason I found the Xbox Subsistence?
yeah, so Subsistence is the one for
This is 3, isn't it?
Subsistence is 3. No, Subsistence. I forget which one's which. I'm pretty sure Subsistence is 3 and Substance is 2.
But they actually, I was in CEX the other day. They actually had substance in there, but it was like 50, maybe even more. You know.
That's bullshit. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like it was a really thick box as well. Like I wasn't expecting it to be that big.
We need to pass the torch.
Oh, I came across
And let our children read our
came
messy
across
and
a
sad
copy of
history by its
Snake
light.
Zilla.
How much was it going for?
We have all the magic of the digital age to do that.
Jesus Christ.
That's a
even
lot.
worse. You wanna know how much that
Probably come
silent
to an end sometime, and new species may
What?
rule over this planet. Earth
Oh,
may
you
not
don't remember
be
I told
forever,
I think I
but we
posted
still have
It's only because you keep cutting out. So
pieces of life we
yeah,
can
that's all.
oh sorry. The Silent Hill
and keeping the past alive.
Silent Hill
are one
one
and the same
was
thing.
like 30 Silent Hill 2 Restless Dreams was like 30 bucks. But they were asking like $50 for Silent Hill the room.
Really? 4? Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, before we continue on, we have the final call.
It was one more what the fuck moment.
Yeah, one more.
Oh yeah, this one shocked me.
Yeah, as a kid, this blew my fucking mind.
It creeped me out.
Then I had to get the 3DS copy. So, or Snake Eater.
Ugh, poor fuck.
Oh, you poor boy.
It's not the worst version because I think there's things that improve upon. Like you have the crouch move.
They're already dead. All 12 of them. Well, about 100 years ago.
And then that point, you're just like, what the fuck?
It's okay. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. Considering the Patriots get set up in the 60s, so...
Well, the philosophers were people back
Oh, wait, no,
then.
the philosophers were first, weren't they? Yeah.
They're before MGS3 even.
Yeah, so isn't it the philosophers that Archon's referring to here, right?
No, this is a false story thing because they retcon it in 4. Alright, let's...
So I played that. Like, it's the same effect I had with 1. It's just the music cue they have with it, just like about 100 years ago, and I'm like, okay, why?
And we got the digital camera. And we got the digital camera.
Scorpion. There you go. That's MGS2.
Yeah. Let's keep... Yeah, let's keep talking about the game for a little bit, because I will be showing off these Snake Tales at another time, but the big thing that I'm going to be doing after this game, which is next week, will in fact be Metal Gear Solid 3, my favourite of the Metal Gear series. But yeah, keep talking about telling your stories. Oh, by the way, after you beat the game, the thing changes from Snake to Raiden.
Along with the color code, Snake's red.
Yeah.
Blue. It's blue.
Blue.
Hello. But you are entitled to a beautiful blue Raiden titles. But no, so too, yeah, I fucking like this game. Like, I think I like 1 more, a little bit more, mainly just for like, you know, it's simpler story, the characters in it, and whatever, but 2 for gameplay and pretty much everything else. Like, they improve on the gameplay so much, which was already pretty good from 1. Yeah, I really noticed it when I did my second playthrough of it.
That's weird. Hold on. Yeah. I guess the Patriots didn't want me showing off the special missions. Because the game's just crashed.
The Patriots are like, what special missions?
Okay, so I was going to talk about the game a little bit more as I was going through the VR missions for that showcase, but yeah, the game just fucking crashed. I can't do anything. I'm pressing the PS button and nothing's happening. Oops.
Looks like it's gonna be a soft reboot.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll clean the disc after this. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2, it's one hell of... I'll make this shorter now. It's one hell of a game. Tough to go back to in terms... Like, it's one of the hardest to do, like, the harder runs in terms of, like, big boss rankings and stuff. But I highly recommend playing on, like, normal and hard modes because they actually make the game very entertaining to see how they've changed things up and if they've made it better for you.
Which is why, honestly, I usually only just stick with normal mode and I'm good, but I wouldn't mind doing a hard mode of the game, but I don't think I'd ever tackle, like, Extreme or something.
Extreme's difficult. It's very, very difficult.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you. To be honest, I have 1 playthrough and I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. But we have ventured through a lot of fucking mindfuckery bullshit. So the thing that we are going to be doing next is ignoring all of that, and we're going to go back to the past because we're going to go to. I know this game is good. Shut up. I was trying to avoid the AVGN reference, but yeah. We are going to be going to the 60s, and we are going to go through Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. We've been talking about a certain big boss for quite a bit, so it might as well dive deep into the man himself. So, big boss.
Playing as a version of Snake once again.
Yeah, well,
The original.
The original. So, with all of with all that said, I want to thank everybody for watching. You've been amazing. Thank you for all the followers that we got today. Zagan, Lord, and Major Fetterman. And for everybody who showed up, it's great to see you. If you really want to support us, you can follow us on our Twitter, which is above me here, and you can subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Or if you really, really, really want to support us, you can subscribe to us on our Twitch channel. And if you do that, actually, yeah, 1up14, are you still here? I will even put a message in the chat. Are you still here? Because that is actually important. Because if you subscribe to us on our Twitch, you can actually gain access to the Patreon exclusive Discord. But another, well, it's not Patreon exclusive anymore. It's Twitch and Patreon exclusive Discord. But yeah, if you wanted to join us for talking all sorts of weird discussions, checking out other people's live streams, talking video games, E3, all sorts of crap, you can do it by subscribing to us on our Twitch, or you can check us out on our Patreon. And if you've ever supported us on Patreon, you're amazing, and I can't thank you enough for that. You have always been wonderful, fantastic, and entertaining. But the next thing that we are going to be doing, starting Wednesday, I'm going to be going through the Resident Evil series, starting from 1, then I'm going to do Remake 1, then I'm going to do 2, then I'm going to do 3, then I'm going to do 4, then I'm going to do 5 with Dan, then I'm going to do 6, then 7, then I'm going to do Remake 2, Remake 3, and then I'm going to do 8. I'm skipping over Code Veronica because fuck Code Veronica.
I'm going to do my hardest. There, 7.
Oh. But yeah, after yeah, we're gonna be doing the entire series starting on Wednesday, and oh boy, it's gonna be a hell of a journey.
It's Wesker Wednesdays, everybody.
Wesker Wednesday.
Wesker Wednesday. Holy shit! But no, he's not in the entire series though, so we can't.
Well, he's there till 5, and that's a big.
But he only shows up again. He's only in 1, then he shows up in Code Veronica, then it's 5. That's it. He's only in 3 games. Well, technically he's in 4. He's in 4, but yeah. Yeah, no. Then after we start that on Wednesday, Final Fantasy VII is sadly over, as you all might know. I was gonna say we're gonna do Final Fantasy, but we don't because we finished. I'm kind of sad about that.
Do it again.
Do it again. No. I made a cop-out answer, but we're going to be starting Castlevania Symphony of the Night on Saturdays, and I'm excited for that, because, oh my god, I love Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's so fucking good.
I've never played it.
Join me for that, because I would love to have you there. And then, on Sunday, we are finishing SA2, because I wanted to watch Square Enix, which was a fucking mistake, and I should have just streamed. But, yeah.
Wait a minute. The finale of Adventure, right? That means Hero.
Yeah, Heroes will be after that, which it's great because, like, here's the thing. We're going to be starting my favourite Metal Gear game on Monday, and then we're going to be starting my favourite, one of my favourite Castlevania game on Saturday, and then I'm going to start my favourite Sonic, the 3D Sonic game on Sunday after that. So I'm doing a lot of favourites. So I couldn't have timed that any better. But yeah, that is what we're going to be doing next time, because next week we're starting Metal Gear Solid 3, and I hope you all can join me for that. But for now, I want to thank everybody for watching. You're amazing. Thank you to Tom, thank you to Jesse for showing up, because it's always good to hear. Yeah.
I do not know who this Tom is, but you're welcome.
Tom. It's good. Yeah. And with that, I would like to thank everybody for watching. Love you lots. Be well, be safe, and be groovy, and take care. If you can, wear a mask, get vaccinated if possible, and just be safe. And spread the word as well, because I hope to entertain as many people as possible. So with that, thank you all for watching, and take care.
Do that.